Welcome to Home of Politics. Enjoy watching. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a meeting that was held in the statehouse. That was on 20th August 2023. It was on Sunday in the morning, and this meeting was held by was led by Cleophas Malala, President William Samoei Ruto, and other leaders from the Mulembe Nation, that is the western region of Kenya. And these are just but minor leaders who are present in the Mulembe Nation. Of course, we know that iconic leaders like Musalia Mudavadi, Boni Khalwale, and Moses Wetangula, these are some of the top leaders that are being recognized in Luyha Nation, and they are regarded right now as the kingpins in the Mulembe Nation. But something that was very, very surprising here, it is that these top leaders like Moses Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi were not present in this meeting. This has brought a lot of questions in our minds, and it is our concern now at least to try to understand what is the meaning that was being passed across by this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, please listen to the following video.
Ruto. President Ruto, we voted for you. We respect you. We love you. I work for you. I am one of your leaders in the Senate. And Ruto, I want to tell you today, kwamba ulituomba kura ya rais, tukachangia, umepata. Mungu ndiye aliamua. President, sababu ilikuwa mbili peke yake, ilionifanya nikaomba watu wetu na wakakubali. Niliwaambia, wewe, your excellency president, ukiwa president, Luyha land will never be the same again, kwamba maendeleo itakuwa pembe zetu sote. Mwiyama naoshu mwiyama. Jambo ya mwisho, President Ruto, ambaye niliambia hawa Luyha, ni kwamba vile tunatoa uhuru na tunaingiza wewe, wakati wewe utatoka na sisi wa Luyha tutaingiza president wa Kenya awe Mluhya. And I want to repeat it for the extent time, nikiwa hapa kwa watu wetu, kwamba I have not lost focus. We are supporting the president today up to 2032. President awe president, na katika hiyo miaka sisi tuone maendeleo ikifanyika pembe zingine za Kenya, ifanyike hapa kwetu. Na Mr. President, ukae ukijua, ukiwa na mtu mrefu, mfupi, mnono, tajiri, maskini, wakae wakijua kwamba vile mnatembea na Boni Khalwale, sina siri. Mimi ni mtoto ya maskini, mtoto ya changa brua. Mimi ni mtoto mwenye Mungu alitaka nikuwe vile nilivyo, siwezi tembea na uongo. President Ruto, sisi tunataka tukurithi, ukitoka kama rais na sisi Waluhya tuingia. I'm telling you. Kwa hivyo Mr. President, nikiona katika mtandao serikali ya picha na nani, those people are not our leaders. Watu wenye naona kwa mtandao naanza kujipendekeza kwa rais, ndio rais yaseme ati nyinyi ndio mnatoka uliokuwa mkoa wa Magharibi. No. Nuwenyu kuingira Luyha. Msata wayo babaka. Bakenya yamanya. Msata ukurang. Alangongwa Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi. Msata wakabili. Alangongwa Moses Masika Wetangula. Msata ukumalika. Alangongwa Shinship Dr. Boni Khalwale. And President, don't lose that focus.
Basing on the clip that you have just listened, it is evident that Boni Khalwale is not comfortable at all with this action of meeting being handled without the top leaders from Mulembe Nation being present in this meeting. He feels like it is a betrayal for respectful purposes. These all leaders come from one side, and as protocols should be observed for the respect of these top kingpins who are leading the Mulembe nation right now. It could be very significant if they could have consulted these leaders like Mudavadi before leading to that meeting. Or otherwise, it can be the wish of the president to call these leaders in leaving out these kingpins like Wetangula and Mudavadi. And this one is bringing a lot of question here. My good people, it is just evident that the president's intention with the Mulembe nation, it is just to split it or eradicate this Mulembe nation, because despite the Mulembe nations having so many political parties like ANC and Ford Kenya, these people are still together and they are pushing towards their own agenda, just as they had agreed before president came into the office. And their intention is making these people to stick together, and they are all supporting President William Samoei Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, we see, apart from Cleophas Malala being the General Secretary of UDA party, he is being used here to become the top leader from the Luyha nation, and this action of lifting him up instead of other leaders like Wetangula, it is making these kingpins to sound irrelevant to some extent, because if a meeting can be convened without the knowledge of other people who are above you, maybe in some ideologies, then it means you are becoming irrelevant in one way or another. And this one is lack of respect according to their protocol that has been always being followed. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think this meeting has just continued? Everything has sounded to be very, very good, and according to the tweet which Cleophas Malala had posted in the Twitter account, we see he is very delighted because he says he had a privilege at least to lead a delegation from Mulembe nation, and that shows that he is very proud being a leader of that delegate without other people like Musalia Mudavadi. Something is being communicated here, but we need to analyze it with a lot of carefulness. We see one possible reason as to why these people have decided to put aside this Wetangula and Mudavadi, maybe plus Boni Halwale. We see the intention of UDA, it is just to kill the Western leaders and their parties at large, because we see these people decided to join UDA, but they did not decide to quit their personal political parties. Like, for example, Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula, they come from ANC and Ford Kenya, and these people, they have just merged with UDA, but ANC and Ford Kenya is still existing. And the aim of this meeting and using Cleophas Malala to overpower the other leaders, it is just to kill these two parties that are right now dominating in Western Kenya. We also see that Cleophas Malala, in one way or another, as the General Secretary of the UDA party, this is also coming from ANC party, but their intention is to spread the UDA party starting from the grassroots. What do they mean? Starting from the local up to the national level. They just want it to remain uniform, UDA everywhere. And with this intention, then it means if the UDA party should be strong, starting from the grassroots, then it means that other parties to do with ANC and Ford Kenya, with other parties that I have not mentioned, then they will be so weak in the Mulembe nation. And with the significance of this Cleophas Malala, then we see through him, he is the only option here who will be used to kill these parties. We also see Mudavadi and Wetangula are just there in the top government rank. And who knows, maybe it is just a setup, because the position that Wetangula is holding right now is the speaker. He is not in any politics because he is always neutral, and the position that he is holding right now, he cannot do politics like supporting or airing out his or supporting other politicians, maybe from the UDA or the ANC party or Ford Kenya, to do politics. So he is just bounded. He cannot continue advancing his politics and other steps, and so this position is making this person to be so quiet and just to follow the orders that will be given by the president. Same to Musalia Mudavadi, the prime cabinet secretary. In even all the meetings, when he goes there, he just present what he have been called to present, but other things to do with the politics and advancing other steps, maybe to have personal interest in these meetings, he has never done anything to do with politics. And so these top positions that Mudavadi and Wetangula have been given, it have just cut them to continue expanding their wings to grow in politics, and these positions are just but to blackmail the Mulembe nations. Come 2027 or 2032, these people will not be seen again as the speaker, the prime cabinet secretary. Things will change actually, and this is where maybe this Mulembe nation can be left out, because they have promised earlier enough during the campaign. They were being told that after 10 years of Kenya Kwanza, this is when they will be handing over power from the President Willam Ruto to Mulembe nation. And it is creating a lot of contradiction here, because now that these people are not doing politics, how are they going to expand their boundaries and territories come 2027 or 2037? And this is just but a blackmail to weaken and to kill the Mulembe nation. Another reason we see, another possible reason to hold this meeting, it is just to bring in some leaders who have been in other parties. We see some leaders from even ODM, they have just joined this meeting, and right now they will be following President William Samoei Ruto. That one is according to their decision. But why should this meeting happen with the absence of the Musalia Mudavadi, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Wetangula, and also Boni Halwale? These are the people who are being seen on high ranks by the Mulembe nation. Why is it like that? This is just but to communicate that sometimes the president is not even valuing these leaders despite them having a high rank in government, and by doing so he's just telling these leaders that the UDA can have another option apart from the Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula. They have another option that can replace these people. And so it is a high time for this Mulembe nation to remain very, very accurate and be vigilant of what they are moving and their daily steps, because they might be celebrating every time that they are holding a top government rank, but at the same time blackmail can emerge. And should we call this a betrayal because it have started right early as now, then these people should not regret. They should be very careful. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the video that you've seen, Boni Halwale lamenting so much about the promise or the deal that was signed between the Kenya Kwanza and Mulembe nation, then we see there we have 50-50. We cannot have 100% assurity about it. Do you see this thing of handing over of the powers being possible to Mulembe nation? Because the same thing is highly awaited by the Mount Kenya region. For example, we can see high leaders like Kithure Kindiki. We also have Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. These are the leaders coming from the Mount Kenya region. They are also salivating for that seat come 2027 or 2032. And we see even the Mulembe nation are just waiting there to be given directly in their hands. Do you see things coming possible, or how will this end? My good people, send me your ideas in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.